Hi folks, if you recall a couple, 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I touched on a subject about be careful about what you post on social media. Facebook I use as an example. And if you're the subject of an investigation, or you're a defendant or a plaintiff in a civil case, you don't want to be talking about your case, first of all, and you sure don't want to be giving the other side anything they can use against you. And that's what raised a bunch of red flags and got a lot of emails sent to me relative to, well, I have a First Amendment right to say essentially what I want. Well, you do, as long as you're not defaming somebody. And we'll, in another video segment, we'll get into that. But yeah, you can say whatever you want and post whatever you want, as long as it's, for the most part, either your opinion or it's the truth. You can't go out of your way to defame somebody and say they're a bank robber when in fact they aren't. But regardless, you have a First Amendment right, okay? Freedom of speech. And then a lot of people ended up saying, well, and I talked about the Fifth Amendment, you have the right to remain silent, the right to an attorney in a criminal investigation. And these two are distinctly different. You can say what you want on social media, but your Fifth Amendment right is given up when you do that. If you've gone ahead and talked about, let's say you've got criminal charges pending against you, and you start talking about those pending criminal charges and what your side of the story is, that can be thrown in your face in a courtroom or by a detective or whomever to be used against you. So remember, your Fifth Amendment right is to keep your mouth closed. And I suggest you always, always do that when you become the subject of an investigation. And I think you'll pretty much know if you are. Or two, that if in fact you do keep your mouth closed, immediately ask for an attorney. But you don't go on to Facebook then and exercise your First Amendment rights by talking about that, because you've now given up your Fifth Amendment rights. I hope that makes sense, but you can say what you want, but say what you want that's not going to come back and bite you in the rear end. And that's what social media has become such a big area of concern for me and every other lawyer in this country, and has become a tool of law enforcement, especially when it goes to people bragging about, believe it or not, robbing someone, scoring drugs, how they maybe stalked someone, whether male or female. But that can be used against you. You have no Fifth Amendment rights to protect you in that area. So the First and the Fifth Amendments are two different things. They're somewhat intertwined, but you can give up your Fifth Amendment rights when your mouth just opens. So it's always number one rule. When you become the subject of an investigation, or you're involved in litigation, or you're a defendant in a criminal proceeding, or maybe even you're a witness of a criminal proceeding, keep your mouth closed, and surely don't use social media as a place to voice your opinion on something, because it will be thrown back in your face, and it can be and will be used against you. Thank you. If you have any questions or ideas for these video topics, please email me at lawyer@chuckfranklin.com. That's lawyer@chuckfranklin.com. And I'll consider your topic, and maybe you'll see yourself on my video channel. Thank you.